Hello everyone, welcome back. Uh, Today I am making a video on Call of Duty Warzone again, but I'm talking about it is now official that Verdansk is coming back. So this whole video is kind of that question if Verdansk returning can save Warzone. That's the question of the video. Similar to how I made the video if Warzone could be potentially going bye-bye if this doesn't succeed. Now we're going to talk about it now that it's actually official, because back then, I mean, when I made that video a couple days ago, it wasn't official, it was rumors, and now it's obviously official now. It is coming April 3rd. But before we get into the actual video topic, I want to say one thing. We now have 31 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys, okay? This is all thanks to you. The channel has been doing pretty well, honestly. I've been posting a couple of shorts, and those have been doing pretty well, too. I know I haven't uploaded in a couple of days because most of my upload schedule is like between 2 days. So if I upload like a couple of videos, I'm going to take a couple of days off and then upload again. So I have this video plus another video coming out probably tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys. The videos, not the videos. Well, yeah, the videos are doing well too. The Warzone video I actually made was doing very well. That got like 20 likes. So wow. And again, 31 subscribers. We never got this even this far with the original channel. So I just got to say, you guys, this is all because of you. So I just got to say thank you. Thank you very much for helping the channel grow. But yeah, that's basically it. Let's get right into the topic. So Verdansk is officially coming back to Warzone April 3rd this year, which it's March, right? Yeah, it's March. What am I thinking? It's March. Yes, it is March. What's today? March 11th. So quite a bit away. Before we actually ask the official question, let's talk about how where Warzone has been, or where Warzone is at right now. Warzone has not been doing well. Okay, players are not playing the game anymore. Streamers aren't streaming the game anymore. People aren't playing, and people aren't happy with the current state of the game. It has issues. Yes, the game still has players, and there are people who defend this game and still say it's still great. But I mean, those people, not to diss on them, but they might be a little blind to the game's issues. And the game is every game has issues. No game is perfect. However, Warzone has a big hacking problem. A big hacking problem. Actually, it's been worse. I mean, it's gotten worse each time. And as I said with the Warzone video that I made a couple days ago, could Warzone be dying or whatever I titled the video, I forgot. Warzone has gotten worse with each iteration. You know, it has gotten less and less quality. The Warzone map is. I mean, I haven't played it in a while. Fuck, what map was it? The Urzikstan map. That one was all right, but what was it as good as Verdansk? No. Rebirth Island's good, but that doesn't count as a traditional, Warzone map. However, that shit's fun. But I mean, even when that shit got brought back, that wasn't. I mean, it was cool. I didn't get back on the game. I know some people didn't, but a lot of people did. But this is entirely different. Again, as Warzone has been in a bad spot, losing players, losing their professional players, their streamers, all the people who do that kind of stuff, and just casual players, all of that kind of players in general. People are just leaving the game in masses, and Activision's going like, okay, what do we do? They're basically, and I'm not saying this is like a Fortnite idea, but I'm just going to compare it to Fortnite because Fortnite did it too. They brought back OG, the OG season one, like officially, like it's a permanent mode where each new season of it, like the OG mode, it's literally a revamp, or I guess a exact copy almost of the original season. So like, only difference is like the few different changes and here and there. I remember when they brought back a OG Fortnite, people were like, "Oh my god, why are you able to sprint?" Like, you guys are complaining about the ability to sprint. If you don't want to sprint, don't do it. No, I'm joking, but like, no, seriously, if you don't want to sprint, just don't do it. It's not You're not forced to. But like, Warzone's now doing this. So again, they're bringing back OG. I guess they're bringing back Verdansk. The thing that made Warzone Warzone. Warzone 1, though, is great for more than just the map. And we'll get into that in a moment. But I definitely think Warzone, this isn't a desperation thing. But again, rumors did state that if this doesn't work, they might not continue Warzone going forward. And I mean, again, Warzone has generally gotten worse each time, in my opinion. Like, I stopped playing after 2.0, I stopped, like, I played, like, with my friend for a bit, but then I kind of just stopped playing. I think it just got worse, and even I mean, people in the comment section of that video even said it's just gotten worse, and people online on Instagram comments, whatever I see, a lot of people do agree. And now again, Warzone. I mean, if you fuck with Warzone, that's cool. I'm not trying to diss on Warzone. I mean, I am. That's kind of the whole video, but Warzone 1 is undoubtedly the best version of the game. And even back when Warzone was integrated with Cold War, it was still good. But once like Vanguard got introduced, that's when Warzone, in my opinion, took a huge downturn. And then Modern Warfare 2, that version was alright. Modern Warfare 3, I didn't play. Black Ops 6, the current version of Warzone, I've heard is that's where the hacker epidemic. Because again, I guess they just can't make a successful or functioning anti-cheat system. Activision, managed by Microsoft, very deep pockets. They have plenty of money, right, to make a functioning anti-cheat system, but they choose not to. They don't. I don't understand. I know probably developing this kind of stuff, an anti-cheat system is bad, and I mean not bad, hard. And cheaters can exist on more than just PC. I saw a video where like there's this device that you can put on like attached to. I'm not sure. I swear I saw a video of it, but like I don't remember how it worked. It was legit like a hacking, not an aimbot thing, like a legit thing that gave you like lock on aim on console. So people can hack on more than just PC now. They can hack anywhere. And how do you even counter that? How do you counter hacking from both sides, hacking from consoles and PC? I mean, again, but other games generally have a way better anti-cheat. Warzone, I mean, again, it's a big game. A lot of people play it. So, and dealing with hackers is again a difficult issue. But now let's again, Warzone has just been on a downward spiral. Now let's get into the conversation. Can Verdansk returning save Warzone and essentially, because again, the rumors did state that this Warzone could be, I guess, not continued going forward. If this doesn't work, and Liam, let's get into the final topic. Can Verdansk coming back save Warzone? I mean, that's a good question. Now, let's ask that question. I don't know, man. I haven't been playing Warzone recently, but Warzone is an entirely different game now. Warzone 1 is extremely different compared to Warzone currently, and let me just say why. Okay, movement was different. Okay, the entire movement of the game was entirely different back then. The guns were different. The feel of the game was different. Everything about the game was different back then compared to now. There's a lot more things now. There's a lot more gimmicks. There's a lot more functions now. Bringing back Warzone, I mean, bringing back Verdansk is cool. But I think one thing that made Warzone 1 in the original version of Warzone so great was its gameplay and how it played and overall how it was. And yes, a lot of people have great memories with Verdansk, but it wasn't just Verdansk. It was, again, Warzone 1, not current Warzone. I feel like their anti-cheat was a little more functional back then. Nowadays, it doesn't seem like it's very functional. But, like, I don't know, man. If you ask me if this can save Warzone, I generally don't have an answer. Because I don't know, man. Like, I feel like just, again, me speaking personally, I'm not going to hop back on Warzone just because of Verdansk is coming back. I love Verdansk, but I'm not going to hop on. Now, I don't speak for everyone. If you plan on hopping on, that's awesome. I think it'd be as much. I'm like I did say in the last video that Warzone dying wouldn't be like a horrible thing for COD, but Warzone being revived wouldn't be a terrible thing either. But that's the thing. Can Warzone be revived? Because right now it's kind of just on life support. It kind of just exists. It's just kind of there. It's plugged into the life support machine and it's barely surviving. I mean, not barely, because there's still thousands upon thousands of people playing, but every time they gain a few players, players leave. And it is, more importantly, their streamers are leaving. So streamers are basically free advertisers. They play the game, you watch them, and go like, hey, I want to play this game too. So that's kind of one thing. And I'm not saying there's no streamers playing it, but there's certainly not as many as there used to be. And I just think if Verdansk can save Warzone, that'd be great. But that's the big question. Can it save Warzone? And I generally just don't have an answer. I know I was supposed to answer that question in this video, but I don't know if it can. Because Warzone 1 and current Warzone are entirely different games. Warzone back then was very different to how it is now. Warzone was different back then. It was played different. It felt different back then. And maybe I'm blinded by nostalgia, but I haven't played Warzone recently. I have no idea what current Warzone is like, so I can't entirely say. But I know what it's like from people who have said and talked about it. So I can get a little bit of an info of what it might be like now. But Again, the hacking epidemic, the many other issues Warzone is currently plagued with. OG Warzone didn't really have those issues. I mean, sure, there were hackers back then, but I feel like they were a bit more better with the anti-cheat. Again, I feel like it got worse over the time. I feel like they're like generally going like, we'll update it next time, and then it just doesn't really do much. Again, granted, the hackers, they keep on finding more ways to hack, and I mean, if you have to hack, you suck. I'm just saying. But like, man, I think there's two ways this goes about with Verdansk. It either is the saving grace for Warzone, players come back and they enjoy it, but how long will they enjoy it for, you know? How long can Activision and Call of Duty as a whole just rely on Verdansk to keep Warzone alive? Because it shouldn't be so bad in the state of Warzone that they have to rely on Verdansk to revive the game. That's kind of a sad statement because if you have to rely on that just to bring Warzone back, then that's not a good look. That's not a good look at all, actually. So you ask me, like, is this going to save Warzone? I mean, how long? I think it'll mostly like, it's like going to give them like a year to live, you know? Kind of like, you know, you go to the doctor and say, how long do I have, doc? 1 year. um, I mean, if this goes well for Warzone, I feel like it can stabilize it, you know? As I said, it was on life support and it's kind of critical condition. It could stabilize it for now. But will it outright save Warzone and make Warzone peak again? I don't think so. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think so. I don't think it can make Warzone to what it used to be at all. I don't think it'll ever be the same. Warzone will never be the same unless they genuinely make a shit ton of changes. I don't think it can go back to that. Now, it can stabilize Warzone and it can make it a little bit better. But again, if they have to rely on straight up just Verdansk to save it, that's kind of a bad statement. That's not a good statement because that's the only thing keeping Warzone alive. How long will Verdansk stay good enough, essentially? Not saying Verdansk is a bad map, but like, I mean, what if people get bored of it, you know? Then it's just going to be the exact same thing. What are you guys going to do now? What are you going to do when people get bored of Verdansk? What are you going to do when people say, oh, this was cool playing Verdansk again, but I want something more now? So, I'm just going to say it. I don't know if this is going to save Warzone. I truly don't. Now, if you think it will, go ahead and let me know in the comments. But generally, I think that this video is going to wrap up now. I don't think I have anything else to say other than, like, I'm trying to think right now. Thinking off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't got anything else to say other than, again, two ways this works out. This saves Warzone permanently and Warzone gets back on top. Or this saves Warzone temporarily and it's only a matter of time before it fails again. Or I'm going to add a third option, it fails entirely and no one comes back. Obviously, people will come back, but like the desired number, because obviously in Activision and whatever headquarters they probably have a number of like, they probably got a quota of how many people they want to come back. They probably have a estimate of how many people they think will come back, and that number is going to be a small fraction of what actually happens. So really, there's three ways this goes. Temporarily saves Warzone. Uh, no, permanently saves Warzone. Warzone gets back on top and it's back to what it used to be. Option 2, scenario 2. It helps it temporarily, but after a couple months, it kind of goes back down the drain. And option 3, it fails horribly. And then option 3 leads to Warzone being shut down in the future. Again, pending with the rumors that Warzone could be, again, not returning if it fails to grow. So, again, that's going to wrap it up for the video, though. Thank you guys for letting me know. I had a English issue. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you think Verdansk returning will save Warzone. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Another video will drop probably tomorrow, I think. Soon. I have more videos to plan. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.